video. I am filming back to back, so if I look exactly the same, I'm drinking the same coffee as before, then don't worry about me. But today we are getting into the Christmas gift guide for him for 2021. I am so excited about this one because I know the majority of us really struggle to get the men in our lives like actual gifts that are not just rubbish novelty ones or just the same old that we get every single year. So I'm going to run through the list of ideas I have got for you today, and hopefully you'll be able to pick out at least one of them to go towards the man in your life, or the man that you're buying for this Christmas. So without further ado, make sure you've got your favourite hot drink, your snacks, snuggled up on the sofa with your notepad and pen, because honey, you're going to want to make notes, okay? And let's get into the video. Okay, so I'm going to start it off with maybe something that we always buy them, but it's not something that they go out and buy themselves, so we've got to buy it. We haven't got a choice, okay? So I'm going to go in with aftershave. Now, you will probably know what one is like their favourite, or the one that you really like to smell on them, depending on what kind of person you're buying this for. If it's your boss, then that's a bit weird, but you do you, hun. So some of the ones that come recommended, I would say, is like a Diesel, the Paco Millions, so good. And then you can also go to places like Next. They do really good aftershave kits, and I'm pretty sure you can go to places like the perfume shop and they will have gift sets on where you get the aftershave, a deodorant, and usually like a body wash or something like that. So do shopping around and go and get your little bits from here, there and everywhere. One that I actually got last year for Brad was a wallet, and you can get these from pretty much everywhere. Depends on your budget, so you can kind of go really high end and get like a designer wallet, or you can just go lower end if it's like an everyday wallet that you think is going to get used and abused anyway. There's probably no point spending so much money on it, and get one from Primark, Next. You can even get really good ones from TK Maxx and places like that, so don't kind of disregard them. Make sure you go in and have a good look around, because you can get some really good wallets. And also, if you go onto some of the designer websites, so even ones like Calvin Klein, for example, you can sign up to their newsletter and they will automatically send you a discount code. So don't buy it straight away, do that first, see if they send you a discount code, and then you can use that and you get it for cheaper. I mentioned this one in the gift guide for her, but it can also be used for him as well, and that would be a really nice new phone case. So if you know what kind of phone that they're using and you want to get them like a personalised phone case, or you just think the one that they've had on their phone is when they first bought it and it's now a year later, let's get them a new fresh one, then go for it, honey. If they like really protected ones, I think it's called Spidgen. They do them on Amazon and they're really like rock hard cases, but also the ones on like Caseyfy and Coconut Lane are really strong. Like I was saying in the gift guide for her, the one that I've got from Coconut Lane is a really strong case. Obviously they might not want a Dalmatian print, but they do loads of different prints on there as well. But if not, Amazon is your next best one, and they will tell you what kind of like the hard wearing and stability of them is. Another one, which again is probably something that we buy them every single year, but it's again something that they won't buy themselves, and they will end up with holes in all sorts of places. So there's pajamas, socks and boxers. Very basic, but if you go and get these from like places like Next or somewhere, you can make it into like a really luxury gift for not a lot of money. But you can also get all three of those from Primark, and again put them in a really nice gift box, make it all look really luxury, and you're on to a winner, girls. So highly recommend Next for pajamas and Next for socks. And boxers, girls, get yourself to Tesco. They're actually really cheap, but really like good quality, so they don't kind of break really easily or anything like that. So yeah, highly recommend places like supermarkets for even pajamas and socks as well, girls. Yeah, go for it, go wild. Another gift idea would be, if they're not already into like a routine, is to get them some skincare. Now I know some men like they just don't believe in like the skincare life, but everybody needs to look after their skin. You know, nobody wants like droopy skin or pores filled with dirt or anything like that. So get them a really nice like facial scrub, facial moisturizer. You can usually get some really nice sets which include like both. Kiehl's for men skincare is so good. I got Brad some of that last year and it smells really nice and it's worked wonder on his skin, so I would highly recommend that. But there's also like the L'Oreal ones for men, which you can get in like places like Wilko, in Home Bargains, in B&M, and you could make like a little set of like loads of different scented ones or ones that do different things and put them in a gift box and make it look really luxury. So that's a really good tip. Now most guys will go out and do their own shopping, but if you have got someone who just isn't really into fashion, they don't really know what to buy, then Christmas is the perfect time to like kit them out with some new tops, some polo tops, t-shirts, even some jeans, a jacket, things like that. So if you know what their kind of style is or what will really suit them, then go nuts, go crazy for it. I'd highly recommend going on ASOS and ordering on there, because you can order a couple of different sizes, and if you order a little bit closer to Christmas, not too close so that it doesn't arrive in time, but you can order a couple of sizes, wrap some of them up, gift them, and then if they need to go a size up or a size down, you've probably already ordered it and got it in the back, and then you can swap it over and then do your returns just after Christmas. So that's a really good idea, and because you can play on Klarna for ASOS, it comes in so handy. You could also do the same for the girls as well. So if you've got a girl in your life that you need to do that for, then I should have included that in the last video and I haven't, so hands up. I've just thought about it now. Now this one can kind of like go two different ways depending on the guy that you're buying this for, but we all like white teeth, so why not buy them a nice white teeth whitening kit? You know, if it's someone that will take offense to it like that, then maybe don't buy it for them. But if it's someone that will kind of go, oh yeah, I see why you've got me that, or if they've got a really like an important event coming up in their life, like they're due to graduate from university, or they're getting married, or I don't know, they're going on a really nice holiday or something like that, then it's nice for them to have teeth whitening kit to prepare for the photos of whatever their event is in their life. It's a really good gift, and the Spotlight oral care me and Brad have been using in the run up to us getting married, and I absolutely love it. It has removed the majority of the stains on my skin and the majority of the stains on my teeth and brightened them up so much, and it's done exactly the same for Brad's, and I'm just so impressed, so impressed. The toothpaste is really nice as well. It's not like one of them horrible teeth whitening tasting ones. And I also got the teeth whitening pen, so you can kind of like go in as like a additional treatment. So good. I highly recommend that. So if you think that's a good idea for the guy in your life that you're buying it for, then go for it. Now another one is a car cleaning kit. If your guy has a car and he's obsessed with cleaning it, or you think he needs to be more obsessed with cleaning it, then get them a really nice car cleaning kit. You can get them on Amazon, you can get them on Halfords, loads and loads of different places. I will speak to Brad and get him to tell me all of the good ones and list them in the link down below, just as like a little help guide, because I know the first time I was ever buying car products for Brad, I was just at a loss. I didn't know which brand was very good or which brand you should be using and buying for if you've got certain types of car or certain paint on your car. I don't know, there's a lot to consider, girls. So if you're not into that kind of thing, I will list as much as everything that I talk about in this video, I'll try and list something for it down below, but I will especially list some of the cleaning products for cars, because I know that that is something that wasn't available to me when I was buying it, and I would have loved it. Another thing would be some DIY tools, so like a drill. You can get sets of like different screwdrivers and spanners, I think they're called. I don't actually know, but there's loads of different things like that. Again, I will list them down below because I didn't know where to buy it, like what to buy. I had to go to Brad's dad for all this information. But if you're getting a new house, or you're about to move to a new house, or anything like that where you're gonna need access to your own tools rather than using someone else's, then it's a really good time to buy gifts like this for your other half, or for a friend if you know that they're moving out, anything like that. super handy. Another idea would be like a new TV or a sound system for the TV that they already have, something like that, something very techy. If they're into watching like their films and they've got a really old TV, it'd be nice to give them a little bit of an upgrade. It is more of a like pricey kind of item, but if you've got that in your budget to be able to afford to do, then it's a really good present. Obviously we've got Black Friday, which I think has just been or is coming up when this video goes live, but there's also Cyber Monday, and then they run like sales on like all the way through now to the new year, don't they? So you can probably get a really good bargained TV around this time of year, and sound system at that as well. If you can get the ones which are like sound bars, they're supposed to be really good. If you go into somewhere like Currys and ask for their advice, I'm sure they would give you the information that you need, and you can always go online and see if you can get something for cheaper, and if not, get it from there. If the guy that you're buying for is into gaming, so like Xbox, PlayStation, whatever else there is, a nice new gaming chair, or a gaming chair if they don't have one already, and maybe some headphones. I invested in the headphones for Brad last year, and let me just tell you, not that he's had time to go on it as much this year, but it's an absolute godsend, girls. If you are sick to death of listening to your other half game behind you, or like in the room and there's loads of shooting going on, or like the people that he's playing on the game with shouting through their microphones, like, get him the headset. It'll change your life, I promise. It's amazing, because then he's like over there on his game and you can carry on doing your own little thing. You can put your own music on and not be drowned out by the other stuff. It's amazing. I did mention this next one in the gift guide for her, but it's also something that could be used for the gift for him as well. So it is the laptop travel bag. So you can use it for a laptop bag or just a travel bag. So if you know someone who is like traveling a lot, or going to work or university or college or even school, and they've got to carry a lot of stuff around with them, this bag that I've recently invested in myself for, honestly, it's a game changer. I'll put a picture on the screen now, and again I will link it down in the description box below. It is amazing. The room in there is insane. The quality of this bag is amazing. It comes in so many different colours. I got it in like the cream colour for myself, but it comes in so many different colours. I think it comes in black, blue, all sorts. So yeah, definitely highly recommend this. But obviously if this isn't in your price range, you can shop around, go on places like Amazon, even just Google a laptop bag, a laptop backpack, and I'm sure loads and loads will come up. They're super handy. If you're not a commuter, you won't know the struggle of having multiple different heavy bags, especially as like a separate laptop bag to what you have everything else in, as well as like a lunch bag and things like that. It's pretty hectic. So this is going to be an absolute dream the next time that I go into the office and have to use this. I can't wait. But I also bought it to travel to Jamaica with, so I'll be using that as my hand luggage, and I think it's going to be the best invention I have ever thought of buying myself, to be honest. So I think this is the perfect gift guide to buy I thought this was the perfect item to put in the gift guides, because I'm excited to use it for myself, so they'll be excited for themselves as well. Another thing would be stuff like watches, jewelry, if they're into like their chains or just a watch or anything like that. You can get some really nice ones. I've seen loads on places like Amazon that are for the Christmas section, the Christmas gift ideas for him on Amazon. But you can obviously go up a bracket and get like a designer one if that's in your budget. But they do like Boss ones and things like that on Amazon, on ASOS as well. But there is other watches that you can get from even just in normal city centres. There's like the jewelers, they sell watches. Just shop around, have a look, see what you can get for your money, and see if you can get them on offer, because we love a bargain around here. And if you do get anything at full bargains, please let us know in the comments so that we can all go out and get the same thing if that's what we're after. But yeah, a lovely watch for someone who maybe won't wear it to work because of the type of work that they do, but then they can wear it on like a weekend or their day off, and they can feel quite nice and smart when they've got it on. That's a good one. There's also Apple Watches if you did want to kind of go up to that level and you think that they would get good use for it. They come in so handy. You can obviously get your messages through on them, you can get phone calls through on them, you can have all your music on there. Use it for basically every function on your phone. You can use it for Apple Pay and things like that if you have an Apple phone as well. It is so handy. But you can also get duplicates of this on Amazon as well, which do exactly the same things, but there'll probably be a couple of things that you can't do, so it just depends on what it is that you want to use it for, what you think the guy in your life that you're buying it for want to use it for, and kind of make the decision from there. Another one is a new belt. Belts come in very handy. I feel like every guy in my life ever has always wore a belt, and they wear them to death, to the point where they have to use like a different hole because they've broke the hole that they use it on, you know what I mean? So just treat your guy to a new belt. And maybe if they always wear black, get a dark brown just to be a little bit different, and then next year get them a black one and just keep alternating, because they'll need one that frequently. Just don't bother buying things for themselves. Another thing would be things like chocolate, sweets, boxes of chocolates, boxes of sweets, a pick and mix. I would love a pick and mix. Even if your guy is into like coffee, like you could get him some like really adventurous, nice tasting coffee. A lot of the Christmas markets, not that every single Christmas market is on this year, but Christmas markets usually do some really good coffee, so I'd highly recommend, if you can get to a Christmas market, go in there. Otherwise you can get them from all over the place. Supermarkets usually do some really nice adventurous coffee as well, so you don't always have to get like the nifty stuff. You can go there as well. Speaking of coffee, how about getting like a coffee machine if he doesn't already have one? These can range from all different budgets, so you can go all the way down, all the way up. We did just buy a Tassimo coffee machine for our office in work between the three of us, and it was £30, so we just chipped in £10 each. That was amazing. So if that's kind of like your budget for the gift, you could get a £30 Tassimo machine, and you just need to buy like the Tassimo coffee pods to go inside them. Otherwise you can go all the way up and get things like a Sage coffee machine, or an espresso coffee machine, things like that. But it obviously depends on the type of coffee that the guy you're buying it for likes, or if they would quite like the pod ones. It just depends, because then it depends on what kind of coffee machine you're gonna need to get. You could also just get him a really nice coffee cup to go with. If he's already got this like coffee machine and coffee and all of that, get a really nice personalised coffee mug to go with it all as well. Speaking of hot drinks, I mentioned this again in the gift guide for her, but Hotel Chocolat Velvetizer, because hot chocolate making machine is in the future. It is exactly what all of us need, especially at this time of year, because it's super cold. We just want hot chocolate with all the marshmallows and all the trimmings to sit and watch a nice cozy film on the sofa. So if your guy is into hot chocolate and getting cozy, then I highly recommend that. It is more of a high-end product, because I think it's about £99, and you get two cups with it as well. There is loads of offers on at the minute. If you sign up to Hotel Chocolat's VIP, then you get like welcome gifts and welcome discounts and things like that, so that does make it a little bit cheaper. You can also use a normal hot chocolate powder and things like that in it as well, so you don't have to buy the Hotel Chocolat one, but it's really nice. So I would recommend you buy at least a bag of it. It makes it the best hot chocolate. I have heard, as I said on the gift guide for her, on the grapevine, about a Asda one that does pretty much exactly the same thing. So it heats your milk, it froths it up, it mixes it all together. I don't know how well that works or how much it lasts or anything like that, because I haven't used it, but do your research. If you want a cheaper alternative and you think that that will be good, then go for it. Go get the one from Asda. And finally, my loves, this is a bit of a strange one. I'm gonna have to say it quietly because she's sat behind me and Alexa. Now, they come in so handy. You can use them for reminders, alerts, timers, alarms, radio, like you name it, shopping list, anything on there. So if you've got someone who's super forgetful or needs all these reminders in their lives, buy them one of them, because you're never gonna have to remind them about anything ever again, because you can set all of the reminders up, obviously if you live in the same house as them, and it will be making noises at them when they're in the house and reminding them to do the stuff that you asked them to do before. It's a win-win, and you get to use it as a speaker as well. There's so much fun on there. There's so many different games that you can play as well. Honestly, the laughs we have had with that little machine is just ridiculous. It's so funny. They come in so many different like versions, shapes, sizes. So like depending on which like their colour scheme is, how big you want it to be, you can get ones that just go directly into like the plug socket, or ones that have wires, or ones that are round, ones that are flat. So many different ones. But yeah, I highly recommend that because that's such a good gift, and it's so useful, especially if they're working from home. They can use it for things to do with working from home as well, so top tip there. Okay, but that is going to go ahead and conclude my gift guide for him for Christmas 2021. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I got as many ideas out there. I tried to be thinking more outside the box, so it's not very similar to what everyone else might have thought of. But I mean, I've kind of thought about things that I would get Brad if I hadn't already got him them, if you know what I mean, and things that have come in really handy, some things that are really useful. Hopefully you've got at least one item on the out of everything that I said that has come in handy, and you'll be able to buy it for the person in your life. But thank you so much for watching. I am gonna go get another hot drink in my croissant mug because I'm thirsty after all this talking. I'm not filming another video today, so you won't see me in the same attire in the next video, I promise. But thank you so much for watching. I love you all so much, and have a lovely Sunday. Bye.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I